off with the lieutenant governors, and thank you for being here.
Great. Thank you so much, Catherine. Really appreciate being here tonight with so many friends. I don't know why I'm coming in so fuzzy, but I hope you can hear me just fine. I do want to just take a little bit of speaker's prerogative and address the rise in AAPI hate that we've seen across the country. So many of us are just have very heavy hearts this evening. You hear baby Warren, clearly his heart is heavy too. With the news out of Georgia last night, we had somebody who targeted Asian American businesses and killed 8 people, 6 of whom were Asian American women. The community has experienced a steep and worrisome rise in hate crimes since the start of this pandemic, when our leaders before were using terms like China flu and Kung flu and China virus. And so I ask each of you, who I know are such good friends and allies, to please reach out to the AAPI community, to the friends and neighbors that you know and have, and hold them close. It's been extremely traumatic and really difficult. Everything from a woman taking out her trash and being the victim of an acid attack in Brooklyn earlier this spring, to a gentleman who was just riding the subway in New York and somebody cut him across his face with a box cutter and nobody actually stepped up to help, to a Thai American elder who was killed while just taking a morning walk. He was shoved so hard, he suffered a brain hemorrhage. And there have been attacks and harassment and intimidation all throughout. There's been over 3,700 hate crimes incidents that have been reported to an organization that was formed specifically to track these issues during the pandemic. So please continue to be good allies, continue to stand up with us. As Martin Luther King said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And so I really appreciate your allyship. And together we will create and demand change. Words matter and leadership matters. And Kathy, so we are, oh yes, oh, I'm so sorry. Yes.
No problem. I just want to associate myself with your remarks. I'm sorry for interrupting, but tonight all of us are Asian Americans.
Thank you, Jerry.
And frankly, what Donald Trump and his enablers unleashed in this country has empowered this kind of violent expression. And we need to call that out. We can't hide that. We can't pretend that's not what they're engaged in. We saw it in January 6th on the Capitol itself, but we're now seeing it targeting certain groups of Americans. And all of us have to stand together to call that out and to try our best to prevent that from happening. So you're not alone, Kathy, and you must not feel alone. We stand with you. And as I said, tonight, all of us are Asian Americans.
Thank you so much, Jerry. And I know so many of you have reached out to me, and I know to others throughout the day and throughout this whole season of the flu. And so thank you so much. And we have more work to do. And as I was saying, words matter and leadership matters. And so we are incredibly lucky to have so many amazing candidates